It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Reckenwell. This is Skirt.
Whoop whoop.
Do we need to make up another day too, or what?
No, it was just one. My wife looked it up for you, yeah, and she defended your honor. Yes, I did mess it up. Yeah, she texted me, so she let me know that, yeah, I missed it.
Yeah.
But it was just one day.
Well, yeah. But she said technically two because you didn't work on Friday.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. If we're not here doing a show, I can't be docked for not doing whoop whoop.
Well, you could just log in and whoop whoop and then go right back off.
Yeah, I guess you could. A lot of people at home be like, what the heck
was that?
It would be pretty funny.
Where'd that come from?
It would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Just log in and start woo woo woo.
Did you have an exciting night?
I did. I went to the wrestling tournament.
Saw you out and about.
Yeah, I got to see both the boys and the girls wrestle, and that's always makes for a good night for me. I enjoy watching.
It's amazing the improvement from last season to this season, not just for the girls but also the boys. There's a big shift in how well they're doing. I like watching the girls because they're unpredictable on how they can bend and move, and they're just so flexible, And
lately, well, according to yesterday, they're a little unpredictable what move they're going to throw out there.
However, hey.
But no, they did a great job. I mean, they've come a long way on both sides. And I will say both boys and girls, they've grown a lot. You're right.
And what I like seeing, probably to top it off, is the age of our teams. We're not overloaded with seniors with a ton of experience. We've got a whole group of ninth grade girls that are coming in that have never wrestled before. In the boys' side, you've got a good mixture of all three. You've got very young ones that don't have very many high school matches under them. Then you've got some sophomores and juniors, and then a couple of seniors in there as well. So it's a good blend. So it looks good. The future looks bright for the wrestling bunch.
Yeah, you're right. The boys are well blended. The girls, I've got a bigger, younger crowd, like you were saying, than a lot of ninth graders, which is awesome because down the road as they build, that's just going to be awesome. Yeah, that's how programs build. You got to start from the bottom up.
Yeah, and how many of those girls have never wrestled, not even in the youth league?
Yeah, quite a few.
They're liking the sport. They like what it involves, and they're just having a good time. Of course, we didn't want to start out with sports, but that's just the way it is,
Just the way it is. We were both there last night.
I spent 3.5 hours there. By golly, I'm going to talk about it.
I don't blame you. Like
However, I do have to throw out an apology. When they finished with Sylvan Hills, I thought the thing was done. So I unpacked the camera, and
oh no!
And they still had a match against Melbourne to come.
Yeah.
I missed that. No, I think it was Greene County Tech.
Greene County Tech?
Yeah. Because I seen one whole group just loaded up and left, and I thought I figured, well, it's done,
Well, it's cool to see, Greene County Tech and Melbourne, the first year of wrestling. And
both schools first year?
Yeah. It was really impressive to see. I love seeing new schools, starting up a new program. Yep, it's tough because, You usually don't have a lot their first year as far as athletes, and then you've got nobody with experience.
Including the coaches.
But they come out, and they did good, and, congratulations to them.
We better carry on.
All right.
The morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. 870-508-1771 is their number. Greg Wood and his staff do a great job helping folks with the hospice care that they require. They've been serving Baxter and Marion County since 1979. They'd be glad to serve you as well. And now the morning prayer. Lord, we just thank you for the day that you've given us, Lord. We just thank you for all that you do in our lives. Lord, we just pray for our troops as they're overseas fighting in conflicts. We just pray that you bring them back home soon and safely. Lord, the rest of the prayer is plain and simple. Lord, we just pray that you'll lead, guide, direct us, and keep us safe throughout all our travels and our things that we do each day. And it's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
The morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771. Give them a call. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Bob Zdora of the Z Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for lake levels, dam reports, and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty. 870-405-0793 is your number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is your website. If you go there, click on live views, this is what you see. Frog.
A lot of it.
Lots of frog.
A lot of it. That kind of shocks me because I was not expecting to see that much this morning. I didn't see any coming in.
I didn't see any coming in either.
Yeah.
However,
we'll go check the other camera. Yeah, the other camera, it's there too.
we're looking like it's froggy.
So this is what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, about June, this is what it'll look like.
There you go.
The beautiful White River that separates Marion County, Arkansas from Baxter County, Arkansas. The city of Cotter, the Rainbow Bridge to your left. Behind it is the trellis bridge for the railroad tracks. Over to the right is, in the distance, is Mountain Home. In front of that would be the city of Gassville. Way off in the distance, straight ahead is the state of Missouri, and around the corner to your left is the city of Bull Shoals. We don't have anything to click through, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit temperatures. Currently in Mountain Home is 35, Harrison is 37, Batesville 37, Yellville 35. Boom, boom, boom. Yellville 35, Marshall 25, Salem is 37, Mountain View is 25, Calico Rock 35, West Plains, Missouri is 37, Springfield, Missouri is 40, Poplar Bluff, Missouri 28, and St. Louis, Missouri is 32.
It did switch shots, and you can see there's still snow on the ground.
There is some snow on the ground. You would think that they would shovel that off.
I would think with the temperatures today and the rain we got coming in, it'll be gone.
Think it'll be gone?
Yeah, that rain will melt it all the way.
See if we can get the radar to cooperate here. All right, there we go. Currently on the radar, as you can see, currently in Arkansas, Oklahoma, got a little bit of rain coming up through Oklahoma, hitting into Arkansas probably around 8 o'clock this morning. Well, come on. The radar is very slow today. Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma is clear past noon. And just shortly after noon, there'll be a little bit of rain come up through Oklahoma coming from Texas, where they've got some rain going on right now. Go ahead and zoom into Arkansas. Feel like a drunken sailor with that moving around. From Rogers to Blytheville, Fayetteville to Jonesboro, Fort Smith to Batesville, Conway, Little Rock, Hot Springs to Pine Bluff, Texarkana to Greenville, Mississippi, all clear till about noon. Then a little bit of rain coming up from Texas this afternoon. So we'll see how that works out for us. On the national scene, all the central United States is all clear. Got some big chilly band there in Colorado. We've got some exciting stuff going on, wind advisory going on up in the Dakotas. Minnesota got some more rain, some more snow coming up in Minnesota. And our 7-day forecast looks like this. Today it's going to be high 55, 70% chance of rain later on this afternoon. Tonight, low of 31. Sunny and 37 tomorrow. 17 for the low tomorrow night. Sunday, the high is going to be 24 with a low of 9. High Monday is 26 with a low of 11, and then high Tuesday is going to be 27 with the low Tuesday night of 15. High Wednesday 39, high Thursday 41. So y'all enjoy that.
Got some cool weather coming.
Some cool weather. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk 553.69 with no generation happening at this time. Lake Bull Shoals 657.49 with 2 generators running at this time. Lake levels, dam reports, and all the weather updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. They're busy, but never too busy to assist you. Bob and Linda Zdora of the Z Team. We'll be back in just a moment.
when the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Time for community news and happenings, brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Highway 62 Southwest at Buford Road. 870-425-3434 is their number. Zero-turn lawnmowers, lawn tractors, big tractors, medium tractors, little tractors. They got tractors. They got construction equipment, backhoes, excavators, and such. Big trailers, easy loader, big easy tap load trailers. Power decks. Pretty cool.
There you go.
Parts, got parts. Sales, they can make a sale. They can service. They can service.
Have you been by to see their construction equipment
I
yet?
drove by there the other night. Actually coming back from Salem Springs, I kind of slowed down right there and kind of checked it out because it's all lit up at night. So, yeah, pretty cool.
It was cold and there was snow out and stuff when I went by, so I didn't get to play around with it. I want to try that excavator.
Are you?
I want to try it out.
Just go ahead and write the check. We need a neighborhood excavator.
Yeah, write the check.
It doesn't have to clear.
Yeah, you take a check.
It'll be a little while before they catch you. You have all the work.
I'll have all the work done.
in the
Yeah.
yards. Yeah.
No problem.
Yep. They'll even come get it afterwards.
I bet you they would.
Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals, brings you community news and happenings. Have you ever paid any attention to bids for bargains on KTLO?
It's been a while.
Oh, man.
It's been a while.
You got to tune into that.
Man.
Starts Saturday. It's pretty cool. Bids for bargains.
Okay.
Starts at 9 o'clock Saturday morning. It's a good time. Both of my chicken coop and my mower shed, I got those from Bids for Bargains.
There you go. There you go.
Mountain Home School Board extends the contract of Miss Dewey. She's good to go till 2028. Spring youth sports registration is going on now. The registration events will be held in February, so that'll be a pretty good deal. Baxter Health, if you owe Baxter Health any money at the hospital, you can get a discount if you pay your balance off in full by April the 30th.
April the 30th.
They'll give you 15% discount. All you got to do is call them. They'll talk to you about your account.
I keep a rolling balance going with him.
But you look, 15%, pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's a good chunk. That is a good chunk.
Yeah. So, not too bad. Let's see what else we got here we want to visit about. The Baxter County Quorum Court did abolish the Airport Commission on Wednesday with their vote of 8-3. So now they're going to be building an advisory board to take care of the airport. We'll see how that works out for them. And anything else we want to talk about here? Norfolk and Cotter both will be hosting postseason tournaments for, I know volleyball is going to Cotter, softball is going to Norfolk, but they're going to be doing it in Mountain Home. They're going to be using the fields at Mountain Home to do that. The Bombers will be playing Van Buren at home tonight. We've got both the coaches coming in to talk about those basketball games that will come in, see how that works out. Caleb Dew has broken an 18-year swim record at the Greene County Tech Invitational, so congratulations to Mr. Dew. And then we talked about both wrestling teams won the duel that they wrestled in yesterday. And Mountain Home Bowling Team, let's see what that says real quick here. Mountain Home Bombers bowling teams delivered a commanding victory over Batesville in a home conference match Thursday at Driftwood Lanes. The Lady Bombers secured a 2,267 pin over 1566 win, which is pretty big. I mean, that's a big win for.
Awesome. Way to go.
Chloe Weatherford led the team with a strong performance, averaging 162 over her games, which is cool. The Bombers won their game 31-51 over 28-64. And Gabe Gosso, I'm probably saying that wrong, he averaged 210. That's pretty hard to have it average 210 in high school. So congratulations to them.
Woo-hoo.
Anything you want to throw out?
No, you done took it all.
There we go. 7:15. It's time to take a break and have Mr. Bob Zdora for This Week in Real Estate coming up next.
Be right back.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Mr. Bob Zdora.
Morning, sir.
How are you?
Good.
Been a couple weeks.
I did. Missed you last week, yes.
A little bit of snow.
Little snow, southern thing.
You've been here a long time.
Yeah.
I've been here longer.
Yes, you have.
In the 70s,
Uh-huh.
when we first moved here, it didn't matter how much snow you got. Half inch, no school.
Everything. That was probably a good idea.
There was only one highway department snowplow,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They didn't have all the salt trucks and all the stuff that we have today. So any bit of snow, nah. Roads were shut down.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, there's a lot of them can't drive in July, let alone in January
Easy now.
with a little salt.
Now you're meddling.
Was a Facebook post I saw.
Oh, yeah, right.
When the snow. It was.
Yeah.
So, but it was, there's still some left, which is unusual. Usually,
8 or 9 inches of
couple
snow.
of days, it's
9 inches
gone.
in places.
Yeah.
That's a lot of snow for this area.
Yeah, we got quite a bit up there. So I took a little path over to the thing, and I took a little path so the dog could get out. And I says, it'll melt. But then, that part melted pretty quick where it was shoveled. But the rest of the snow was, as you all know.
Yeah. Not a bad snow, though. It's nice to see.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, it's good. It'll be good in the spring.
We don't get
it
that.
in the ground.
We don't get that very often.
No. Oh, no.
I think the last big snow like that we had was 2009 when we had the ice storm. And then we had a bunch of snow on top of it.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time. We were due some good.
Yeah, and we
snow.
didn't lose that. I mean, there were no big power outages or anything. It wasn't that.
North Arkansas Electric reported that they had 241 customers out for 5 hours, maybe.
Yeah, that's no. I mean, you could have that again. You could have that in July.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Did it slow real estate business down any?
It didn't. The phones were ringing and the internet was humming, as it does, and it was good. It was probably a good time. It didn't matter much to Linda. She does a lot of work from home anyway. She's not much of an office girl,
Right.
So she's able to get a lot done from there, and she just carried on. Cut down on the showings, obviously, but as far as information contacts, we're starting to see. Yesterday, we got a call from a guy who picks us up on the internet. I picked up on YouTube, and so he's in Southern California, and he's done with Southern California. Not necessarily the fire zone, but he's done with Southern California, and he wants to come someplace where there's like law and order and normal people and things like that.
This be the place.
This coming to the right place. So he called. We were at a meeting, and I says, I really can't talk right now. I said, but no problem. I saw you on YouTube, and I told my wife that guy's going to be my realtor. I'm like, yeah. Oh, well, thank you very much.
Good.
And then the house that he asked about is one of our listings. He goes, see, I told you, this guy's good. So I said, actually, probably more Linda to get you started. I said, but we'll get you off the ground and see what we can do to help you out.
Yeah.
So I think that we'll see some from there. I don't know that we'll see a lot from there. They're going to have to, there's people that are obviously the tragic thing, and they're going to have to figure out what it is they're going to do.
So what's next?
Yeah. And the insurance companies and stuff, and trying to get them to pay, and then California, we're trying to get them to change some of the building codes and stuff so they can get things done faster. That's going to be the biggest, probably one of the bigger hurdles will be that. You can rebuild, but you got to build with this material, and you can't use that. And bureaucrats will get in the way of all of that.
Yeah, it's time for a little bit of change out there.
Yeah, it is. I got some stuff that I was looking up last week when it was Friday when I wasn't here. I wasn't doing it while I wasn't here, but I did it Friday. And trying to get some information from Realtor as far as how the market went last year, over from 23 to 24. The median home buying age in 2023 was 49 years old, and in 24 it jumped up to 56. It's a lot having to do with the interest rates and with the economy. First-time home buyers in 23, the average age was 25. In 24, it jumped up to 38, and a few years ago it was 32. And you were seeing that anyway, though, with the kids waiting longer to get married. So, 73% of buyers in 24 did not have a child under 18 living with them, and that's a record high.
Wow.
That's a lot of people moving later. Usually you think you get hunkered down. They're moving. 26% of all the buyers were cash, indicating that the buyers are a little older and richer. 17% of buyers bought multi-generational homes. So they bought a home for them and maybe a young family, or them and mom and dad. You run into those situations. Typical age of sellers was 63, and that's a record high. Median number of years sellers owned their home was 10 years. Historically, it's about 6. I think part of it had to do with COVID and people not being able to move. FSBOs were 6%. And with all the technology and all the lawsuit stuff that's going on with NAR and this and that and the other thing, people still realize that the value of the realtor to help them buy and sell a home is well worth the money that it costs to do it, and that 6% is a record low. 6% of sellers use their previous agent or one recommended to them. So I'm recommending to you. He's going to recommend to you, and he's going to recommend to you that you call the Z team, 870-405-0793, and talk to my honey. So that's your recommendation. Dr. Young from NAR, his forecast for 25 says that the high deficit is what's keeping the mortgage rates high, and you're seeing that because the bonds markets are still all nutsy, and that keeps going up, and that's what the mortgages are really based on, is the 10-year bond. The mortgage rates will fall some, but not a lot. They're probably lower 6%. It'd be, good lower high fives maybe. So if you're kind of playing the rate, thinking you're going to get on it, you need to be ready like in an afternoon to find a house and get into it, because that's how those rates move. I mean, they may change 3 times in a week. So trying to gauge that, it's like trying to guess stocks, the highs and lows on stocks. That doesn't always work real well. A number that nobody will be surprised at: 20% of the realtors do 80% of the work. I saw things saying that 71% of the realtors didn't have one sale. Now that's everybody who's a realtor. So there's some people, and there are property managers, things like that. But that's still, even if you say half didn't sell one house, that doesn't bode well for them and for their business and how they do business. And I can say that is not us. 90% of their realtors, 90% of buyers and sellers would recommend their realtor to a friend. And we've shown that to be true we've been Pinnacle level agents for the past 10 years with Century 21. The number of recommendations on our webpage. I was down in Little Rock on Monday. I went down for the swearing in for the representatives and for the senators. And so I wasn't able to be, I do KTLO on Monday. And so I wasn't there with Kim. So Kim just went to the webpage and started reading testimonials off the webpage for my 3 minutes of time. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like I say, the rates are going to run mid-low 6s, right? Although it's almost touching 7 again right now, but that's the way the bond market is. But if you can get into the high 5s, you're probably going to be about as happy as you're going to be. We're not going to see 3 4s. If we do, something has gone desperately wrong, and we want to avoid that. So that's where we were for the past year.
There you go. You got any numbers for the last couple weeks?
For this year, for This Week in Real Estate, I do. This Week in Real Estate, there were 29 new listings came on the market, 2 commercial properties, 8 parcels of land, 19 homes came on the market. They range in price from $48,000 to $729,000, and 5 of them are taking backups. So you had 19 homes, 5 of them are. So the market is still moving right along. We had 2 homes that we came out, and they were gone in a day. 22 sales, 6 parcels of land, 16 homes sold. They range in price from $585,000 to $50,000. The average sale price this week was $303,000. 83 days on market. 16 properties expired. There were 36 price changes. Currently, we have 384 homes listed on the MLS. Year to date, so far for 2025, there's been 24 sales. So today's the 16th. There were 24 sales. So it's not bad. House and a half a day. Average sale price this year so far has been $295,000 with 89 days on market. For 2024, there have been 27 homes that sold. Average sale price last year was $245,000. Now this is in a 16-day period, so $245,000 with 89 days on market. In 23, 31 homes had sold with the average sale price of $181,000. In 2020, that was when the rate hit. Set in. In 2022, there were 51 homes that already sold with an average sale price of $237,000. In 2022, there had been 26 homes sold with an average sale price of $184,000. And in 2020, 34 homes had sold with an average sale price of $143,000. So we're about where we normally would be. We've got a little more inventory, and that's going to help some people being able to pick a little bit more. Eventually, the prices will come down some because of the inventory, because it's supply and demand, and people have got to go. Because the people that are selling that have got those low interest rates, they're selling for a reason. They're not looking forward to taking a 4% mortgage and making it a 6.5%. So they've got to go, and that's why they're on the market. So you'll see the prices will settle down a little bit, or even if they don't increase at the same rate that they were, to be up 6% is a pretty big jump year after year after year. So I think it'll kind of settle down a little bit.
It's been a long time since you've had 348 houses on the market.
Yeah, oh yeah, it has been. But I mean, a couple of years ago, we were in the low 2s.
Yeah.
And we were happy to have them, because for a while, a couple weeks, I mean, if you go back, they were like, we were in the 70s, 80s for a little while there, and that was it. Mm-hmm. Stuff was going, people were buying stuff sight unseen, and that's not the case anymore. People are able, because there's 300 houses on the market, people are able to look at more houses. So they can pick and choose that they want. They'll be a little fussier when they're going through these homes, saying, I don't want to take on big projects. I don't want, this bathroom smells funny, whatever. And they'll move on and say, well, I want to see another house. Whereas before they wouldn't do that. They'd, okay, fine, we'll take this one. But you're seeing people being a little fussier, partly for those that have sold a house someplace else, and in their market they were a little fussier. And even for the first-time home buyers, it's always, they kind of forget how to get started, and build a little equity and fix the place up a little bit, and that's what you do, and then you roll that, and they'd roll in the houses every 6 years type thing. That's how you build that generational wealth that you pass on to the kids, and we see that a lot.
How do they get you?
Don't get me. Call my honey. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retired2arkansas.net. Testimonials are on there. Calendars. Cameras are on there. There's probably a calendar on there someplace too. But give her a call. She does all the scheduling. That's why I joke about that. But because I'd say, oh yeah, sure, we can be there. I'd be wrong. So give her a call. 870-405-0793.
That's been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. We'll be back in just a moment.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This morning I've got Coach Dell Leonard, Miss Laykin Moore, Lady Bomber Senior. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Coach Leonard, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How are y'all?
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
But you don't have to travel.
That's true. That's even a better Friday. So we got Van Buren tonight. They're very good. Laykin and I were just visiting in the lobby, and this is a big game for us.
What makes it such a big game?
Well, we feel like that, they're hungry, but they're also very good, and they pretty much have the team they had last year along with us. Both teams did lose one good player, but we had Parker Husky had to hit a shot, a three-point shot inside of 10 seconds. We were down 2 to go up 1 and then get a stop at the other end to win the game. They are a team that has a new coach, returning everybody that has varsity experience, and they were a top 4 team in the league last year. They've had a great non-conference season. They're 14-3. Played some similar teams that we've played. Springdale High School, who we played in the finals of their tournament, they lost to Springdale by 1. They just have a really good team. So it's getting into that time of the year where you got to play well. If you don't play well, you're probably going to get beat.
Mm-hmm. How about recapping the game at Siloam Springs real quick for us?
Well, we were concerned going in. That trip always, all of our trips are long, but that trip for some reason we've struggled in the past to start well over there and play well. And this team went over there, and Laykin was sick. We had a kid out with a concussion. We had one of our players turned her ankle really bad the night before in practice and didn't know her status going in. So we didn't have all of our bullets, but we went over there and started well, and it was 43-12 at halftime, and would have liked to have played better in the second half and would have liked to have executed better in the second half. I think the clock was running in the fourth quarter, but I think they outscored us 23-12 or something like that in the second half, and I want to get better regardless of who's on the floor.
Laykin, how's your senior year been going?
It's been going really well. We've had a really good start, obviously, so it's been fun and just how I imagined it to go, honestly.
And you're ready for the next one?
I am.
How long have you been playing basketball for?
Oh gosh. I started at Soul Sneakers, so that was like kindergarten, pre-K.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Long time.
Long time.
And as a Lady Bomber, you've had good success. How would you compare this year's team to teams prior?
I'd say this year's team is the most well-rounded team that we've had here in a long time. We can score on all 3 levels very consistently, so that makes us really hard to guard. Whereas last year we were a little more guard-oriented. This year we're like full out. We can score on every level. And like there's no one level that's better than the other. So I think we're probably the most well-rounded team that we've had here in a really long time.
Coach Leonard, how do you feel about your depth you have on this team compared to years past?
We like it. We like our kids that are coming off the bench, and we feel like we really have six starters. Whitney Coleman's coming off the bench right now for the first time in her life, and it's important to her. And I know every kid wants to start. There's no doubt about that, especially being a senior. But right now, that's what we're going with, and she gives us. When she comes off, we have the ability, and Laykin mentioned well-rounded, but we could go with 4 guards, or we could go big. We could go with 5 guards. We could do a lot of different things with our team. Sarah Williams, if she wasn't dealing with 2 major injuries, I say 2 because both of her feet, she's dealing with plantar fasciitis in both of her feet, and anybody who's dealt with that the fact that she even tries to get out and practice and play with the pain she's in is unbelievable, but she still brings so much to our team, not just on the floor, but her leadership. And then Addison Ferris is another senior who, her and I talk all the time, and she kind of laughs about where she was in the 7th grade and then where she is now. And a very high basketball IQ that's given us some great minutes at times this year. And then we have a junior who actually was out last game in Laykin Anderson, and a lot of people know Laykin from softball, but Laykin's a really good athlete that I think anything she played she'd probably be pretty good at, and she has, you know, evolved into a really important role for us.
Laykin, you've got a good set of senior leadership that you are part of. Do you see that leadership coming up through the ranks as well, as far as the juniors and the sophomores on your team?
Definitely. I think that my group definitely has set the standard for leadership, and Parker set it for us. I think Jayla and Brooklyn and Libby are going to be great for them next year because they're already showing it now. They help us out a lot.
You know, you talked about the 6th man in, Whitten Coleman. You know, you've got, like you said, Sarah Williams and Laykin Anderson that come off the bench. I haven't seen that in years past where you have 3 direct go-tos that you can pull in.
Well, there's a lot of things that with this team that you don't see every year, and it's a special group. You know, we got, you know, I'd also like to throw out there, you know, again, Addison Ferris, Lauren Rawls is important to us, and they're all important. And, you know, Kira Alkire being a senior takes on her role in practice to make us better, and I could go on and on. But this team is a little bit of an anomaly, and you're not going to see it again probably. You got 5 girls that will play at the next level, and a lot of those kids that come off the bench would start in a normal year, but it's what it is.
It's not a normal year.
It's not a normal year, and it's a good situation for everybody, to be honest with you.
Laykin, what's been the highlight of your basketball career as a Lady Bomber?
That's hard.
I think that one's to be determined, probably.
Yeah, I would say that's coming.
Highlights aren't set yet.
Definitely.
The reel is still rolling.
For sure.
You hit 1,000 career points this year. How'd that feel?
It felt good. That's something that's always been one of my goals to accomplish, so it felt good to get it out of the way early. So I have the rest of my senior year to look forward to now.
What's the future look like?
Well, first we got to get to state, and then we're going to do everything we can to get to that state championship game, and then
College next year?
Yes.
Where are you going to play?
Harding University.
Cool. Coach Leonard, anything you'd like to say about Miss Laykin?
Well, I don't know how much time we have, but I'm thankful, I'm humbled that I get to coach her. She's a player that makes your job easier because she takes care of the little things. You can't just have talent and go out there and win. You got to have structure, organization. You got to have discipline. You got to have people that, you know, take care of everybody. She's in the gym as much as, if not more than any kid I've ever coached. There's a couple up there that I think of when I think of her, but she just she makes coaching what you thought coaching should be when you wanted to get into coaching. And she's the type of kid that'll make your job a lot easier. She's a great player. She's a better person, and somebody that when she plays her last game, that won't be the last time I'm around her or see her, because we'll be in touch with each other for the rest of our lives.
You know, I've seen you in the gym working with the young up-and-comers. You work with my great niece, believe it or not, Sophia Kaminsky, and she just loves you. I want to give you something for your 1,000th career point that you scored.
Thank you so much. That is awesome.
Hold it up so the camera can see it.
Yeah.
And congratulations on achieving that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And best of luck for the rest of your future.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you all for joining me, and I'm going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Thank you.
Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z team.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Now joining me is Coach Josh Fulcher and HD Ryder McClain.
Sorry.
Senior Bomber.
Thanks for having us.
Coach, when I asked you who your first senior was going to be on the show and you told me Ryder McClain, why'd you pick Ryder?
Because his girlfriend was coming on. We figured it'd be a good dynamic duo to have kicking off. And
that's why you told me I couldn't have them on at the same time?
That's right. Yeah, we're trying to keep a little, it's game day. But no, and not only that, Ryder's he's played a lot of basketball for us, and he's come a long way, and really proud of his growth, and especially in the leadership department. I think he's kind of went up a whole level on who he is as a person on a daily basis. You see that on Tuesdays and Fridays, but I get to see it every day in practice. So just really appreciate the growth that he's had over the last several years with us, and I thought it'd be a fitting way to kind of kick off bringing all the seniors in.
Ryder, I've been around your family for a long, long time, and I've watched you grow over the years. And I missed you on the football field, but I understand basketball is your passion, and I know where that comes from. So what has been the biggest change that you've seen over the last couple of years compared to this year?
Definitely the height. We're definitely a lot smaller this year, but we got a lot of speed. We can put the ball in the hole, but we got to hook it up on defense every night and be a dog. So
got to go out and hunt that shot.
Sometimes, yeah.
What's your leadership look like on this basketball team for this year?
I definitely say I'm a positive and encouraging person. I'm trying to keep my team up. If we get down, we can come back from adversity. Like, we can come back from a 12-point lead pretty quick. You saw it against Harrison. I know we came up short, but I think we outscored them 21 to something in the third quarter, and we were right back in it.
You were there.
Yeah,
it was right there. What's been the highlight of your season? Highlight of your career, let's say, not season just basically just starting.
My career. It wouldn't even be mine. It would just probably be beating Harrison at Harrison last year, watching Muggs hit that shot. But
beating Harrison twice last year was a plus as well.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Coach Fulcher, let's talk about the Siloam Springs game real quick.
Well, we didn't play very well, and I'm worried with every conference team, but that Siloam Springs, just kind of looking ahead, what they do and what we've done and what it takes to beat their 3-2 zone. What we've had quite a bit of success with them in the past several years, but that's because we've been able to double block it with some big guys on the post that could score, and that's like kind of Ryder was saying earlier. That's not the makeup of our team. Our 5-man was our JV point guard last year, and so we've got guys playing out of position. But so we knew to get inside of it, to score consistently was going to be the key to it, and we couldn't do that consistently, and we can never open up the inside out, and we shot the ball poorly. But a lot of that was because we were kind of forcing and rushing some things. I thought we had some too many stretches of poor play. But we're going to just chalk it up to a bad night because nobody really played well for us. And we were still right there on the road in a conference game, just couldn't ever get over that hump, couldn't string enough stops. Like he was saying earlier, we've got to do a better job defensively. We couldn't get our game going offensively for long periods of time. And we've got to do a better job. We can't never have a bad night defensively. We had too many defensive breakdowns the other night.
Shooting, are you in a slump? Are you on top of your game?
How
do you look at it?
Well, last game everyone tried pretty bad, so we know we can. We got lots of confidence in ourselves as a team. We can all shoot the ball really well. Like when you see our shooting drills, probably the highest it's been since I've been.
Oh yeah, as a team, this is by far the best shooting team, and the thing that Ryder has to his game is he's not one-dimensional. He doesn't have to be one-dimensional in his game. He can put the ball on the floor and score. He's a 3-level scorer. So a guy like that's never really ever in a slump as long as he's being heady and understands, hey, maybe this shot's not working, I can go to this. He's got a lot of tools in his bag. So very rarely does a 3-level scorer ever really in a slump. And, that's a thing about Ryder. He can score on all 3 levels.
What's the future look like? Going to college?
Yes, sir.
Have picked one out yet?
No, I'm undecided right now. I got a couple schools looking at me, but I don't know where I'm going to go yet.
But you want to play ball?
Yes, sir.
Next level?
Yes, sir. I'm going to play college basketball.
That's awesome. Awesome. Growing up through the years, when did you get started?
I'll probably say around like first grade, maybe a little bit preschool, but I can't remember. Before I can remember, I was playing.
Do you play all summer?
Yeah, most of the summer I do, yes.
But you're a multi-sport athlete still, even though you're not playing football. You are still playing baseball.
Yes, sir.
And you'll not be in baseball until basketball's completely over, or do you double practice?
No, I won't double practice till basketball season is fully done.
That's good. Coach Fulcher, you've got a bunch of youngsters coming up.
We do.
What's that future look like for you?
Well, we've only got a couple of juniors, and then we got a heavy sophomore class, and then really like the classes below them are 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. It's a group. Your sophomore year, it's a huge jump from junior high basketball. Although we play in the best junior high conference in the state for boys, and so it's a different challenge, but there's still a physicality of the game and just kind of the hours that are put in to the game that's different from junior high to high school. So it usually takes your sophomores a while to adjust. The good thing is Ryder didn't get that as a sophomore. He got thrown in right off the bat. So he had to kind of learn on the fly. These guys hadn't got to be on the big stage yet, but they're every day in practice, and kind of really seen them go up another level just this past week, wouldn't you say, Ryder?
Yeah.
And really excited about where they're at right now, and it'll be a lot of people. You're going to see a lot of new faces next year, and I didn't know about this guy, I didn't know about that guy. Well, come watch them, and they tip off to that 4:45, and you'll get to see our JV and kind of what they're about, and like our pieces in there, and we got great kids, but if you're not a great kid, you normally survive in our program. So that's that's going to hold true for all of our guys. And so we got great kids. They work hard. They're just continually getting better every day.
Will there be a JV girls game as well tonight?
There is, yeah. Both games start at 4:45. The boys will actually be playing in the old gym, and the girls will be on the main gym tonight. And both those games are at 4:45. Tonight is Top Flight night, so any athletes and coaches come in with their Top Flight shirts are going to be able to get in for free, and we're going to honor those at the halftime of each game. The girls will be out there at halftime during the girls' game, and the boys will be out there at halftime of the boys' game. So cool night. We invite everybody to come out. This is a big game for our boys, for both programs, boys and girls. And Van Buren's 0-2. We're 0-2. We're both two teams that we feel can play in the state tournament, and we know we both have to have this game. And this is two really good basketball teams. It's just one of those odd years in the 5A West is as good as it's ever been, top to bottom. And so there's going to be a lot of good basketball teams left at home, and you got to win these games. And so both teams are going to come in desperate and hungry, and I like our chances as long as we come out, execute, and just play hard and play tough. We got to play tough tonight.
Greene County Tech is going to be hosting the basketball state tournament this year.
And the good thing is, we played over there, and we've played Greene County Tech a lot. From all the way from junior high, and we got to win some basketball games to get there. But love the draw. That's a good gym for us, and we're very familiar with it. But we got to win some basketball games in order to do that.
I've had a lot of people that view our games on the broadcast that don't have athletes playing. They don't have students, haven't ever had students here. Ask me about the JV bunch. Do they have their own schedule each week? And do they play in any tournaments around on their own?
Well, we're in the middle of a tournament right now. This has kind of been a pretty busy week for us. We went to Siloam Tuesday night, then we took our JV up to West Plains for a JV tournament. We played Alton, Missouri. I think we ended up winning around 20-something points. Thought we played really well. We've got a JV game tonight, and then we've got two games on Saturday. So
in that tournament,
back at West Plains, yes. And we'll be playing Rolla and West Plains on Saturday. So typically, our JV, they have their own schedule. We try to play a JV game with every conference opponent team, and then every team that we play in the non-conference, we're generally trying to play JV games. So our JV teams are getting almost as many games as our varsity does a year, 20-something games. Our program's built through our JV program. I mean, you see a guy like Tyler Podwaski that rarely leaves the floor. Nobody knew who he was, on the outside of our program. And man, we're really surprised about that guy. Well, we've seen him every day in practice for a couple years. He got to go against him and scout team, but we have to develop our kids. That's really big and important for our program is development, and that's why all of our guys get reps. All of our guys work hard because we got to get them ready.
Ryder, out of all the places that you've played and will play, where's your most favorite gym to play other than at home?
I really did like that flipping back gym.
Really? The old gym?
It was loud.
It was loud.
Yeah, but
it was a loud ball game.
Yeah, it was fun.
Other than Mountain Home, where's your least favorite place to play?
Probably Siloam.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's too big.
It's a big gym.
Yeah.
It's a nice gym.
I would say Siloam too after the way we played the other night.
Got to blame it on something. Yeah. Ryder, well, I appreciate you coming in today and taking the time, getting up early and getting in here.
Of course.
Best of luck to you tonight at the hangar. Coach Fulcher, always a pleasure. Appreciate you being here. Got another minute. You got one more thing to say?
Ryder?
Deacon told me to shout it out, so.
No, we don't do that.
Shout out Deacon.
Bob, Scooter, thank you guys for having us. We appreciate XL7 and all you guys do, and love seeing you guys on the road. And Bob, have fun in Mexico. Make sure you come back.
Yeah. You had a bus breakdown on your way home from Siloam.
We did. Man, I tell you what, it was a bad day. I want to erase Tuesday from our minds. So that's all I want to say about that. On to the next, right?
Yeah. Big game tonight at the hangar. 4:45 we'll start the JV games. Boys will be in the back gym. The girls will be up at the main gym.
Top Flight Night. Come support.
Top Flight Night. Make sure you wear your jersey or shirt, T-shirt.
Yes.
Get in free. Have mom and dad bring you there, and it'll be a good time. Best of luck to y'all. You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll see you Monday.